Great. It's great to have you all here today. I want to talk about something specific or spectacular, something, would I say, a little bit different from what we would naturally have, right? So today I want to talk about the QMS approach to job descriptions. Yeah. So I think this is one area we always get caught up during audits. There could also be legal implications when you don't have this. There are countries where when you don't have a job description or the job description does not properly detail what the individual is doing, they could sue you to court, the individual, the employee in this case, or the government could take an action on you when you don't have a job description. However, I I thought about this from the, the point of what you call it, from the point of audits. That's what. So it was when I was thinking of audits. Why do we always have challenges when it comes to job descriptions during audits? That's why I decided to talk about this, and we'll be seeing job description, the what it would contain, what it should look like, and all of that. But what is job description? It's for me, it's a key document that explains the task, the duties, the functions, and the responsibilities for a particular position. It's as simple as that. This is what a job description should actually contain. And we also have that it defines the details of the specific work, how the work should be completed, how long it should be. Is it a full-time job? Is it a part-time job? These days, is it a hybrid job, strictly online, or should be on-site? All of those things we need to define in the job description. It's interesting how most companies, or most businesses have, the documents in which they put out to get people into the job, and there are no job descriptions in the business. It's I don't know how that happens, but this is what you see most of the times. There are always adverts for roles. This is what the person should do, A, B, C, D. You come into the job and the employee has no job descriptions. Then I wonder where this comes from. But this is what the job description really is. Now I will talk about some things I think should be in the job description and the things that could help you during audits that you should have. So the auditor has nothing to hold you with or against or whatever. But so I'll just take us through a few. First of all, I think for every job description, you should have an SOP. An SOP of how to write job descriptions. An SOP that tells you these are the things that should be in my job description. This is how often I should review my job descriptions. The first thing is have an SOP that talks about job description. This helps you a lot. It covers the multitude of things, if I would use that word. But the challenges that you could have when questions are asked, why are you doing this, or why are you doing this the way this is the way our SOP is stated, they could only give you ideas of how you could do it differently, and you put that into your SOP, then you put that into your template at the end of the day. But when you don't have a system that tells you what you do, then you have challenges, because then the auditor could just take you around the world and back. Have a template, and the template should have a document number. Yeah, there'll be a video very soon on a document numbering. That everything should have a document number. So you could classify them into forms, templates, SOPs, documents, workbooks, and all of that. But ensure your job descriptions have a document number. Decide the minimum content you want to do. It doesn't have to be super logos and all of that. You can just have name, title, signatures, qualification, what's the role, who does this person report to, when did this person join the business, what are the qualifications expected, what are the experiences expected, and all of that. Have a review period. This is very important. I will recommend yearly, when the roles and responsibilities have changed or there have been a revision to the roles and responsibilities, then you should revise the job description. This is super important. There must be a review period. You can't just have a job description. Mr. A joined in 2000, and this is 2023, 23 years later, and you present the job description of 23 years ago to the auditor. Okay, is that all he has been doing for 23 years? Yeah, because no one has thought of revising. Well, when it becomes a culture to revise your job description yearly, then you would, of course, you would have revised it in all of the functions and all of the roles that he has done. Good. And we should also put as a practice to include the name and signature of the manager and the employee, not just the manager or the employee or just HR. I see that a lot when I audit businesses. You should most importantly have this to, if you choose to put up to the CEO, it's your choice. But at a minimum, the employee has agreed, this job that I do, the manager has signed that yes, we are both aligned. And this is what he does, and I'm aligned to it. They should also have who is responsible for this should be in your SOP, who is responsible for maintaining and revising this job description should be described in your SOP. I would also recommend that it's the responsibility of the line manager or the employee that the job descriptions are updated yearly. We always leave this to HR, and I think it's just like leaving safety to the QSC or the QHSC manager or HSC manager. It's totally wrong. Job descriptions should be handled by the employee. And my job this year, we are adding a tweak to your job. I think you'll be handling developments of software in our farm sector or in our banking sector. I know you usually used to do just in the pharmaceutical setting, but we want to include this. Then we should update the job description. That's not HR's job. It's what we should do. Most importantly, before you start all of this job description writing, ensure you've done a proper job analysis before this is done. This is super important. Great. And this is what it should look like. At a minimum, I would want you to focus now on the right-hand side. It could be your left-hand side, but this is the minimum. So when I'm talking about job descriptions or application of policy management system, I like to do the minimum so that people can put them in, include them in their small businesses. It doesn't have to be ambiguous. So you could start from there, improve your systems and get better. So this is as simple as this. Store manager, software manager, the name of the person, the day he joined, his manager, the department, the job, responsibility, qualification, experience, and an alignment between the person and the manager. Do not forget. In your SOP, you could have included that the signature of alignment, a signature between the line manager and is the date of review. So the next year, for 1 year from that date, they should sign again that they've accepted. Unless it changes within the period, then we sign again. So about a minimum, I think you should do next 1 year. Also, don't forget to include the document, like I mentioned. So I put this at the base, but it could be at the top, wherever. But this is the minimum I think you should have. You could decide to have the summary of the role, essential functions, competencies, supervisory responsibilities, physical demand, the position type, all of this put on the left-hand side for me. You can decide to have all of that. But it's good, nice to have, great. You won't be faulted for too much, right? But at the minimum, this is what you should have. So please do not forget that I think the lessons from this video is have an SOP for your job descriptions that states this is how job descriptions will be written in this business. This is the template we will be following. This is the template has a document number. There's a review period, and we sign this annually. At the minimum, this is what you have. This will help you go through varying audits without any failure in this area or any key observation. It could just be observations and nothing that gives you a low score, whatever it would be. So great. I'm sure we've learned something today. I'll be happy to share more, answer more questions, throw your questions in the comment section. And we could have more sessions in the future, but please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. We'll be doing more of this. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Great. Have a great day. Bye.